Episode 1 of Overcompensating starts with kids at a sleepover. One of them is watching a DVD of George of the Jungle, and he keeps replaying a segment where the character has his shirt off. The rest of the boys wonder why he is doing that, so he panics and changes to a Britney Spears video. Flash forward 10 years later, the same kid, Benny, wakes up on the day he is moving to the dorms at Yates University. His mother and father drive him to campus, where his sister Grace and boyfriend, Peter, meet them. Grace hates that Benny has also joined her school, but Benny is just doing what his father wants him to do, including studying economics. Simultaneously, Carmen is also dropped off at school by her parents, who leave soon after. Her high school. Boyfriend texts her, apologizing for falling asleep the previous night, and wishes her the best at school. Carmen meets her roommate Haley, and they head up to the room. Haley is bubbly, likes wearing pink, and brought a flat-packed IKEA vanity with her. Benny's parents also leave, and Ben rushes to meet his orientation group. On the way, a group of LGBTQ+ student activists catch his attention. He talks to some football guys and asks them about the direction to Conrad Quad, but they have no idea. A girl talks to him, and the football guys get excited, saying that the girl likes him. The LGBTQ+ group gives Benny directions to the Conrad Squad, where he meets with Carmen. During orientation, a guy walking through campus catches Benny's attention for a second. Then, Benny and Carmen struck up a conversation and became fast friends. Benny is from Idaho, and Carmen is from New Jersey. Carmen invites Benny to a pre-game party that her roommate is throwing. Before the party, Benny meets up with his sister, and Peter. They buy him alcohol to take to the party. Peter pushes Benny to seal the deal with Carmen and get laid on the first day of college. He invites Peter to a party at their frat house. Benny and Carmen leave the pre-game party for the frat party. Carmen's friends also pressure her to have sex that night. Carmen keeps getting notifications of her boyfriend being tagged in photos on social media. On the way to the party, Carmen asks Benny to take a selfie, which she also posts online. Haley and her girlfriends follow Carmen and Benny to the frat party. Grace is not happy to see Benny. She suggests that Benny plays beer pong with Peter and his friends. Carmen is good at beer pong, but Benny sucks. Carmen says she used to play with her brother and his friends. Carmen and Benny make out at the party and decide to go to Benny's place for sex. They miss the shuttle bus, so Carmen does something daring, and they steal a university go-kart. In Benny's room, they try to have sex awkwardly. Benny does get turned on. He rushes to the bathroom to masturbate. He tries thinking about Carmen, but it does not work, so his mind switches to thinking about a guy he has been seeing around campus. Finally, after getting hard, Benny rushes back to his room, and the awkward act starts again. It is cut short when Benny's roommate walks in. They end up talking some more throughout the night and watching movies. Carmen opens up about her brother Michael, who passed on, and that she is not close to her parents. Conversely, Benny's parents care too much, and he felt pressure to be perfect, but he also liked being the valedictorian and playing football. The next morning, Carmen and Benny walk to the dining room together for breakfast. Carmen is wearing Benny's clothes, and everyone on campus thinks that they hooked up. They bask in the glory of people admiring them because they think they had sex. Later, Carmen goes to creative class while Benny goes to econ. They make plans to meet later. The handsome guy that Benny has been seeing around campus enters their class, thinking it is an introduction to film studies. The professor directs him to the right class. Suddenly, the professor's lecture becomes personal, telling Benny to make a decision on his own for once. He suddenly stands and decides to follow the handsome guy to the introduction to film studies. Meanwhile, Carmen decides to unfollow Tim.